Today we're going to be talking about the Pokemon Xurkitree, Guzzlord, and Buzzwole. These Pokemon are recommended by Adrian G and Sparkplug, so shoutouts to them. So without further ado, welcome back to Pokemon History and Lore. For each video, I'll be teaching you the real-life science, culture, and history behind your favorite Pokemon. So comment who your favorite Pokemon is, and if I use it, I'll shout you out in the video. Now, all the Ultra Beasts are either based on an invasive species or something man-made that is invasive. The first inspiration for Xurkitree comes from man-made power lines, which are absolutely necessary in our modern world, but unfortunately it's hard to go anywhere in nature without having to see these things. It also takes inspiration from power cables, and the little white things on his body are supposed to represent zip ties holding the power cables together. Which reminds me, my wife's out shopping right now, maybe I'll ask her to pick some up, because this is absolute nonsense. Another inspiration for Xurkitree comes from, well, trees, specifically Christmas trees with the star on top. The star is supposed to represent the Star of Bethlehem, which according to the Bible, the three wise men followed to the birthplace of Jesus. The last inspiration for Xurkitree comes from the kudzu vine plant, which is known as the plant that destroyed the South. This plant is native to Asia, and can grow up to a foot a day. And unfortunately, in the southern United States, it's slowly burying and blocking out the sun, killing many native species of plants. Now on to Guzzlord. Guzzlord is based off one of the four perils of Chinese mythology. Those being Hundun, symbolizing chaos and confusion, Guangqi, symbolizing deviousness and malice, Dao Wu, symbolizing ignorance and stubbornness, and lastly the one that is the inspiration for Guzzlord, which is Dao Tai, which represents gluttony and greed. It is often depicted with goat horns, and is said to have a relentless, insatiable appetite, consuming everything in its path. Depictions of the Dao Tai have been found on bronze bowls dating back 3,000 years. Although their purpose is not truly understood, some scholars believe they were used to hold food for insatiable ancestors. And lastly, on to Buzzwole, which I actually have a little story about. For about 10 years there, I kinda got out of Pokemon for a little while, and got really into Legend of Zelda. Nothing wrong with that. But during my absence to Pokemon, I took one of these Digimon or Pokemon quizzes. I think I got 99 out of 100 correct, except for one exception. When this guy popped up on the screen, I had no clue. To me, this is the most out-of-place design in all of Pokemon. Now, the first inspiration for Buzzwole comes from superhero, mainly depictions of more muscular ones such as Superman. But the second inspiration actually comes from mosquitoes, which are definitely the most annoying bug out there. A little fun fact about mosquitoes are only the female of the species are the ones that bite. This is to take your blood, or an animal's blood, to convert into nutrients for her eggs. Yeah, so next time you smack one on your arm and say, "Got him," you should be saying "got her." There have been talks about eradicating mosquitoes altogether, but that would have horrendous results, as they are a major food source for fish, birds, and bats. Unfortunately though, they do spread many diseases among humans. Some scientists are working on splicing their DNA so that they can no longer contract these diseases and spread them to humans. Again, only time will tell though what would happen if that were to happen. Every time you try to change nature, something bad happens. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Here's a preview of the Pokemon I'm going to be doing next. Thanks, later.